Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U. Today is March 1st, so we have releases to cover. Nintendo Switch 2 releases, and before we fully get started, I'd like to say that one, I'm sorry for all the months that I missed a lot, which has been recently, and I only miss these things because stuff gets announced after the first and then still releases in the same months, at least with digital releases. I don't think I've missed too much, if anything, on the physical side, except when things get pushed back, which is kind of hard to predict what's going to not show up. In the cases of like Borderlands 4 and Yuka Replayly got pushed back and stuff like that. But digital, I'm missing a lot, and February was so much worse for that. Just to let you guys know, because there was the partner showcase, there was the Pokemon Presents, there was probably a couple other things in there that happened that there was no way that I could have known before the month started. So for this to correct this whole issue, going forward, we're going to leave off digital only releases, right? So if like the physicals later on, but the digital comes out, we're not going to talk about it. If the digital just only exists in the eShop, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to leave all that off. That way I can't be wrong when they shadow drop Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Switch 2 Edition, just the digital part coming out early. Trying to think of like all the stuff from that partner showcase, but I mean that's what I'm talking about. Like all of that stuff, totally missed it. And if you go back now and try to watch the February releases, it's like, man, he really missed a lot of stuff because I know this, and this came out. It's like, yeah, but that got recorded probably days. I honestly don't remember. It was days before the 1st of February, but then got put up on the 1st of February, and not a lot of people look back at that. So I think it's fine. We're going to cover full game releases, like the actual game is on the cart, and we're going to cover key cards, even though we don't like key cards on this channel, but we're still going to cover it anyway. That way you guys know at least what's going to be available at the retail. And if something happens, like some shadow drop of a retail release happens, which is very rare, or if something gets pushed back, then, can't help that, but it's going to be very few and far between. So with that, let me go ahead and bring myself to, oh, hold on. I've got my image hidden, don't I? Okay, we're going to bring myself down. Yep, too far. And I made this kind of big, so we're going to have to move me at some point. Or, you know what? Right there. That's probably good. Okay. Nope, because this is also in the way. Shrink this down a little bit. I'll have to fix that later. Okay. So there's not like a ton coming out with the physical retail side, but there are some things of note, and there is some imports that I found. So I want to talk about all those. And it's not great if you're looking for brand new Switch 2 games fully on the cartridge. I don't think anything is actually present when it comes to that. So, but we start with March 5th. We've got Pokopia, which I'm going to skip because there's quite a few reasons. One's the keycard thing. It's Nintendo Game Freak's first game keycard, so I want to say to them, no, I do not support that. But also $70 for a Animal Crossing Minecraft duplicate, basically, because that's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Is you can build stuff, so it's Minecraft, and you build gardens and a little town, little community, whatever. That's Animal Crossing. I've got Animal Crossing, and I don't play Minecraft, so I do not need that for $70. I don't. If it goes on a really good sale, maybe I'll just buy it digitally, but I'm not gonna waste my time with the key card. But we also have an import title, Back to the Dawn, Looks like at least one of the Asian regions have it um, as a key card that is multi-language. So there's the option to get different cover arts with the English language or your preferred language there. Both of those are on the 5th. We go over here to March 12th, which is the following Thursday. And that Fatal Frame 2 Remake and R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos. So not anything brand new and exciting, just sort of remaking a Fatal Frame game if you're really into those, or if you're into the R-Type Tactics shoot 'em up type games, then I mean that's for you. But they're both key cards, so really not getting too far on the full physical side at the beginning of the month. Not going to get better for a while here. March 13th, Monster Hunter Stories 3, which I've never been into Monster Hunters because the lack of story mode, and then they started doing these story games, and I was already too far out at that point. And then WWE 2K26, which I will give them some credit on this. It is an improvement from where they were with 2025. Because that one was a code in a box, and they tried to hide it in the trailer. Because every time you watch those trailers and it was one of the wrestlers holding the case, their hand was covering the part that would have said code in a box. They just wanted it to look like, oh yeah, this is going to be like a full physical game and not a key card. So if it's not a key card, you don't hate it, but we hate it more as a code in a box. But they've upgraded to key card, so maybe with 2027 we'll get a full physical, but I doubt it. So both of those are on the 13th, so the day after the other ones. And then on the 17th, Snoopy and the Detectives Club or something. Hold on, let me see it because I shrunk that image too far and now I can't read it. Let's see. Bring this up bigger. The Great Mystery Club. That's what it is. Okay. And that's a Game Mills title. So there's second one on Switch 2. First one being Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Both were key cards. So that's not good. I am trying to see if that's one of the things that Outright Games Ambassador Club is teaming up with. And see if I can't get a code for that for the release date. No clear answers on that. I don't know that they know if they're getting or not. So if they get codes to hand out, I'm going to try my best to get one. And if they don't, we just probably won't cover that game on the channel because I'm not going to buy a key card, and I don't need to buy a Snoopy game. But I'll check it out. Like if I don't have to put money in, I'll check it out and we'll see. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Snoopy games are like some of the best games out there. But Game Mills is not technically my sponsor, so I don't have to be as nice on that. Following that on the 17th, we got March 19th. There's an import title, Bang Bang Bandits Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, which means that it'll play on Switch 1 and Switch 2, and it's not actually like a brand new Switch 2 game. It's just an upgraded Switch 1 title. So you can import that. I believe it's available on Play Asia, so definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. I don't know anything about it, so I can't really give an opinion. Not that. Let me grab me back, and then I can pull myself back over here and go up, and we can see that a little bit better. All right, so March 26th has the most releases in the entire month. But 2 of those are Switch 2 editions, and 1 is a key card. So, again, no new Switch 2 physical, like, full game cards. But we got Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition, plus Meet Up in Bella Bella Park. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, even though it's been available digitally since December, I think. It is getting the full physical release with a bonus because you do get the Werehog pack. And I have both of these pre-ordered already. They are not fully paid off, but thanks to my bosses at work and a lot of things kind of building up some smile points, I got a $50 GameStop card that I could redeem at any time, and I can at least take some money off of a $80 and $70 game, which is not going to be kind to anyone's wallet. So get both, get one. I'm sure you'd have a good time with either. And then the third release for that day is Winning Post 10 2026. And that is an import key card. I don't know if that was English support. I didn't look that close. It seems like it's a horse racing game. I don't know that you really need a lot of English with that. Maybe just to figure out how to play it, but they should tell you the buttons. So if you're into horse racing games, especially by Koei Tecmo, definitely check that out, I guess. But I will be skipping on the horse race. And then the final release for the month is March 27th. Virtua Fighter 5 Vivo or whatever the subtitle is getting a key card release, which I don't know about getting it first day. If it drops to that point, which like I've said in previous videos, my threshold for key cards is $30 or under, and 30, it's got to be something I really want to play. So if this drops down to 30 bucks or less on a sale somewhere, we'll check it out. And if it doesn't, might skip it. I mean, there's not a lack of fighting games on Switch 2 at this point. We've got Street Fighter 6, I believe. Yeah. Street Fighter 6, we've got the Mortal Kombat collection, and other stuff. Not to mention the whole backlog of Switch games. So you've got Mortal Kombat, you've got Street Fighter collections, you've got SNK Gal Fighters from Switch 1. Like, you don't need necessarily more fighting games. Just if you're a fan of Virtua Fighter, then that would probably be a good thing for you guys. It is a US release also, it's not import. So, and that's it. That's it for the physical side and the key card side. Like I said, I skipped on digital. There was a lot of things that I would be covering twice because the physical versions of these games would be later on. But again, I'm wrong too often with this, so I would rather just not deal with the digital side anymore. So going forward on these monthly ones, we're just going to cover the physical and key cards. Easier on me, and then I can try to work on other kinds of content. More fun stuff, not just point for point factual stuff here. And I don't have a lot of opinion on things coming out. I just know skipping Pokopia and getting the Sonic and Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2s, which I know a lot of people are hating on Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. Like, oh, there's not enough stuff. It's all multiplayer. But wife and 2 kids that will grow up loving Mario, so multiplayer content actually works for us. So, plus Rosalina. My wife loves playing as Rosalina in these games, so just that one thing I was doomed from the start. So, it's fine. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If there's anything you guys are excited about, if there's anything that I left off, which is possible because I am only human and I try, but I miss too often. So if I missed something, let me know. If there's something you're excited about, something you're not happy about, like Pokopia, talk about that too. If you disagree with my opinion on something, definitely let me know. We will have a very civilized conversation in the comment section. But, just whatever you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe so we can get closer to 1,000 subscribers because we are so very close, and I would love to hit that by the end of the year. So please keep supporting the channel. I appreciate it. I am trying my best to make all the content better as I go along, and feedback really helps with that. And if you have subscribed, hit that bell notification button so you can be alerted to all upcoming videos, including the weekly series, the Under 60 Gaming on Mondays at 9 a.m. Central Time, Super Switch Tots on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Central Time, Let's Play Tabletop Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central Time, and then stuff like this that just kind of happens whenever. There's not really a specific time frame or like it's the once a month thing, things you could forget about. If you hit that bell notification, you don't have to think about it. You won't miss anything. It'll just tell you every single time. So with that, I think that's everything I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.